Look at That is a pattern game where we teach dogs to look at things in their environment on cue and mark them for looking at those things and rewarding them away from wherever the distraction is. So for a little puppy like this, I will tell her, look, as soon as a distraction comes into the environment, as soon as she notices it, I give her a marker word or a click, and then she gets a treat for looking away. For this puppy, you'll see it's very brief. She's a little bit nervous. And so for nervous dogs, we can create a more positive association where they don't have to interact with whatever the scary thing is. Here, this puppy is really nervous about the taxidermy animal, so we are just practicing going back and forth, looking, and then as soon as she looks, we move away. This creates a more neutral response to things. They become more confident because they learn how to interact with distractions in their environment. With this next puppy you're going to see, she's been doing this for a long time, and when she enters the environment here, you'll notice she sees a dog off screen, off to the right, and she automatically looks at me when she comes in. So that is the response we want to see after a long time. There you go, you see it again, where over hundreds and hundreds of reps of being rewarded for looking away at a distraction, they start to learn that as soon as they see that thing, they get a reward away. So you'll see with this puppy, she's not a fearful dog. She's always been kind of like overly excited towards things, but this works for fear. It works for overexcitement. It even works for frustration and anger as well. So if you have an aggressive dog that wants to interact with something, or a fearful dog that is afraid of things, or a dog that wants to go say hi, we can use this game to teach them whenever they see any distraction in the environment that good things will happen from their handler, and they have the muscle memory of moving away from that trigger. And it's always the same pattern. We go towards it a little bit, we see it, we move away, and we get the reward, usually on the ground or fed from the hand away. Here you'll notice she is looking very intently at something off screen to the left. And so here, while we were working on the dog, this is an important piece of information from her because I'm asking her to look. And what that tells me is that the dog that was passing is no longer important, and the person with the flowy dress is more distracting to her. So this is an important side effect that kind of happens the more we do this, is that the dog will tell you what is important and what is more difficult for them in that environment. So we get a two-way conversation here, and all of the treats that I'm giving them, I can have a more understanding that they are likely pairing that distraction with the treats I'm giving them, because it's such a immediate and easy connection between that distraction. So here I'm letting her look for a longer time, trying to see if she will offer a look back. And when the distraction is so big, sometimes you'll find that the dog gets stuck looking at whatever it is. And that gives us a good understanding of where they are, if they're below threshold or not. And this is something we don't get if we just ask the dog not to look at distractions. If they never look at them, we might not get a clear picture on how they're actually handling them.